So, how do you think Ricardo has handled? I mean, we all know the controversy, kickstarting the year. How do you think he has handled all that pressure with him winning the Next Rated award, and he had to live up to it in 2016, and he has put out a couple of hit records, particularly Oluwani. How do you think he has handled it from your perspective?
I think he has done great. I think regardless of the incident, he would have still been good. The thing, I don't want to say like it's a blessing in disguise, because he's an artist that he works really hard. He's always in the studio, he's always recording. Even before the incident, I kept on saying in different interviews that he has over 100 songs. He's one of those guys. So I think he just put him at a point, or he put everybody's eyes on him now, and it's like, okay, then you guys are going to have to hear what I have to offer now. But yeah, but I think he has been okay.
Okay, so more or less a blessing in disguise, but not necessarily.
Yeah, it's a blessing in disguise, but I don't know. It was one that could have been avoided, but then just...
Yeah, and speaking of that incident, how do you think you have handled it? Because you know what happened with Olamide, and then, the mic thing, and then you say he should come and, if it's the car, he should come and collect it and stuff. Because you really haven't spoken on this ever since it happened. So,
yeah, one of those situations that you just want to forget, kind of. I think it was a moment of weakness for myself. Normally, I'm not one to come and talk, even when I receive awards and stuff. So, I learned a lesson about anger once again. Like I don't really get angry like that, though. Anyways, but at that particular point, I guess I was weak. I was angry and emotional about my kids. I call them my kids. See, you guys, you have to understand that there's no greater love than the love of a father and his children, or whatever. So if you want to accept that, accept that. If you don't want, that's your problem. They're my artists, they're my kids. I see them as my kids. They're cuckoo young. Anyways, apart from the ones that are older than me, like Sid or whatever. But I still just, I refer to them as that. You should take it like that. It's not, I'm serious now. Or whatever. I think that's the way for people to know the amount of love that I have for whoever that is working with me. I see myself as a father figure, and they're my kids. I don't see myself as a tyrant or whatever. It's fatherly love.
Especially those three, because you refer
especially those, especially those three. So I guess I was weak. I was upset, and I spoke out of turn, out of line, or whatever. I'm sorry to my fans that obviously expected better from me. And it will definitely never happen again.
Awesome, awesome. So how was it really resolved? What happened? Because within, 24 hours or something, you guys put up that, was it even 24 hours or a day or 2 days or something? You guys put up the picture, you and Olamide.
Yeah, that's the beauty about adults. As soon as I said whatever I wanted to say and I left the stage, I came down, and in 2 seconds I already regretted what I did. Devil has a way of doing something or whatever. So I guess I realized that he realized whatever he did too at his own moment of weakness. And we were like, yo, that happened, it has happened. It was a moment of weakness. Can we just get along and move on?
Okay, you guys now decided to meet up with, who was in the picture again?
The picture, the one that you people saw was the Dangote picture.
Dangote.
But then regardless, it's like, do you know how many phone calls that I will have gone through, like in the space of 30 minutes? A bunch of people would just call, oh, yo, what is going on, blah, 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 and I would see. At the same time, from his camp, from my own camp, we were like, yo, we don't know what happened. This is two camps that we actually really love each other. I'm a big fan of YB and the entire movement, and I want to assume vice versa. So we kind of obviously didn't want it to escalate beyond that moment, and we agreed to meet up and squash it once.
That was good. That was actually a big move because it felt like two huge camps just got split. and there was now war on social media. There was the island versus mainland, and it was something else.
Yeah, it happens. It's like I said, it's one of those things that happen where devil will just feel like, oh shit, it's my time. Let me just get a minute of shine or whatever. But then he did what he did, and God took over.
And God took over. Okay, all right. So the next thing I want to ask is this. It's still a bit controversial, but do you see yourself working with D'banj again at some point?
Yeah.
Has there been any offer from either end? As in, have you stretched out your hand to him? Has he hit you up saying, Jazzy, let's record this song? Because a lot of people are waiting on that.
Yeah, we'll do that when the time is right, obviously. There are just some things that just need to be ironed out. Most times, what happens in public is different from what happens behind closed doors. Obviously, if we have agreed on something behind closed doors, then we'll make something happen. But then when you guys look at everything that happens in public, or like on stage, or they call you, oh, you come here, all those things is long. This thing, at the end of the day, is for two men to sit down and talk things out. And until we do that, you have a company that you're working on. I have a company that I'm working on. I have tons of management and investors, and this join together. He has his one. So it's not just two of us that just go to sit down and be like, yo, fuck everybody, and like do that. It doesn't work like that. You understand? So I'm sure at some point we will get to that and sort it out.
Okay, great. At least you've talked a lot about that. Looking at the Nigerian market right now, is there any artist you wish you signed?
Who did I want to sign? Oh! What's his name? Files.
Wow.
I'm a huge fan. I love Files. I've actually liked him from time. I actually called him at some point before the beginning of Mavin. I can't remember what happened. Well, we didn't get to agree on anything, but at the end of the day, he's successful. I like it. I like him. I like the fact that he's successful with what I thought was going to be successful. I liked the Nigerian style of rap, the local version. I don't like the other one. It's not like I don't like it. He's good at it, but I feel like this other style works better, and will get people to listen. Will gather people to come, and if you put this in the body of work, to gather people to come and listen to that other. No, I'm serious. To gather people to come and listen to other normal rap, which is the good one that you people know and like. But I like that local one, and at that particular time, I don't think I was comfortable with doing that, or his management or something or whatever. So we didn't agree on something then. But yeah, I'm happy he's doing great. Yeah, but I wish I signed him.
You wish you signed him? Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm pretty sure no one knew that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, okay. Before I started, maybe you can ask him. He'll tell you.
Okay, now if you thought about signing Fowls, right? Does that mean that there is a possibility you might actually sign a rapper? Because you're clearly thinking along those lines. It just hasn't happened yet. So are you actively looking?
As at that time, remember I used to say on Twitter, Soskid is my best rapper in Nigeria, and Soskid was not around in Nigeria, and Fast was the closest to Soskid to me. I just like their styles. So, yeah, like when Soskid did it on the mat, you know, so I just like that style of and so Fast was like the closest to me at that time. Yeah, and I'm looking to sign rappers before the end of the year or by next year.
Yeah,
I have some that I'm working on that people don't know. When I activate them, you will see them.
I might know one, but I won't say.
Oh yeah. Oh sorry. I was going to point. Yeah. Okay, I have some that I'm working on and you don't know. Yeah, you know some.
You know, I always know.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had another question. I had another question.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, me, I don't like to take on projects that I will not see to the end. So as I've taken my triplets, they've blown already, but then maybe when they finish putting out the album and they establish more, then I'll enter the next phase of people.
Yeah, still on rap, right? You remember the Enigma competition we did?
Yeah.
Like 3-4 years ago? You know.
It's longer than that too.
It's not, actually, that was 2011. Because I remember you were in New York
It's
then when you
longer
made
than
the
that.
beat.
Yeah,
Then Kanye
it's
and then you
longer
said
than
the
that.
beat.
I was in high school in 2011.
Oh my
God. No. Bele.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was like over 1,000 entries, if you can remember, almost 2,000, if not more. Right? But you never really signed anyone from there. I know IBK won it.
Yeah, I didn't say I was going to sign anybody there.
I know
it was
you never
cash
did,
prize.
but yeah, a lot of people were hoping. So, but at least that made us know for a fact that you're a fan of hip hop. You're looking at it, but you just never signed. And then I believe you're the one that made that comment about if you're a rapper, your parents won't be proud of you.
Yeah, if you're going into any business, you have to do what they call it, feasibility studies. You have to study the market to know exactly what you're going to the product you're going to bring out. With the whole Enigma competition, I listened to a bunch of people rap, and I listened to the ones that people liked and stuff like that. So these are all the things that I'm putting in my own research to know that, okay, if I'm going to sign somebody at the end of the day, which kind of rapper am I going to sign? It is not, maybe the way I said that if you're a rapper, your parents are not proud of you, maybe that was what was wrong or whatever, but I don't know if people understand me. If you look at all the rappers that we have or that have been successful till date, it is not really rap that actually made them as successful. Or if you check their biggest songs, it's always the ones that have some form of melody in the chorus or whatever. That's the one that cuts across every age. Grade, our parents, the young ones, and everybody can relate to it. Vibe. I love Fino, I love his rap. But then you can't tell me that his biggest songs are the ones that he rapped from beginning to the end.
That's true.
You understand? And Olamide as well. You can't tell me that it's the songs that he rapped from beginning to the end are the biggest. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have big songs that he rapped on. Fine, but then he gets bigger songs when he sings or does some form of vibe that people can sing along to. So yeah, that's what I meant. So I think one of those moments of weakness too.
You don't have too many though. I mean,
I don't have too many.
You've been in the game for so long.
I don't like to do interviews. So because people will misquote me because I like to talk my mind. If I talk my mind sometimes, they will say I don't talk one thing. Listen, but if I hurt anybody with my statement, I'm very, very sorry. I don't hate rappers. Why would I hate rappers? We are all hustling together. We're trying to make something work, and that's what it is.
Okay. I have another question. It's a bit controversial. You know me, I love controversy.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So, when that Tiwa Savage thing happened with, Tee-Billz and all that, you were quite silent. What was going on behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, how?
Like, what was your position on everything? Because you were just quiet. A lot of people were wondering, what's Jazzy doing? What is he saying? What's the next move for Tiwa? What's the next move for Mavin? How is this been handled?
Yeah,
in some cases, they even made it look like you guys were partly responsible for certain things that may have happened.
No. You see, the thing is, most times when these things happen, you guys only see, or you guys only start thinking about, oh, Tiwa Savage, the fans, Don Jazzy, the fans, whoever, T-Billz, the fans, or whatever. People don't actually think of there's actually a couple involved. It's Tiwa Savage, it's her husband, a baby, the mother, the father, and relatives that are behind. There are things that are actually more important at that particular time than how you people see the image or whatever, because these are the people that are still going to end up living with in your house to the end of time, while your music stops popping. So at this particular time, all we were thinking about is sorting the family out. That's all was important to me. Dr. Seed, his wife, this one, blah, blah, because a lot of things were said. You understand? So people, like, we should stop thinking about it with, they are throwing subs. Oh, this one is abusing this one on Instagram. Nobody cares about all those ones at that particular time.
Yeah.
Everything that is important at that time is to make sure that the parties are okay and no life was lost, and we can move on with life tomorrow.
You're laughing. It's a very obvious question. I'm surprised you guys don't know what I'm about to ask.
Go ahead.
Ready? Okay, so Don Jazzy, what really happened between you and D'banj? Like, why did you guys split?
I'm sure in a bunch of interviews he has said why we split, which he always says that I said we should scatter Moyes. That's exactly how he said that I said it. Okay, fine. That's not a lie. I said I didn't want to continue in a company that was making, that was a billion-naira company. And people say I'm an able man, I like money too much. And I decided to quit a company that is the biggest entertainment company in Africa at the time. Why? Why would I do that? You will not sit down and ask him that somebody said he doesn't want to work, okay, I don't want to do it again. People would not ask him. People would not come and be asking me that, oh, they say you say we should scatter Moyes. Okay, fine. I decided that I didn't want to continue with the company. Obviously because of some reasons that I cannot come to the press and come and be saying. Now, which I have never said anything since we split now. And sometimes I go to blogs or on my timeline and people keep saying stuff like, oh, you scattered Mavin, Mohits, and you come and you came on the internet to come and be forming humble and making us to be pitying you. I never told you people to pity me, number one. Neither did I come to tell you people that anybody did me bad. Can anybody bring out the video that I came, or radio interview that I came to actually speak ill of him? No, I have never. I just keep saying, oh, everything is fine, blah, 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 because I want to move on. Fine. But the truth is, I said, we should scatter Moyes. So it's me that actually said we should scatter Moyes. I've taken it. Right now.
But why though?
People can put the blame on me. I find I don't mind. I've taken
There
it.
has to be a reason. What broke the ice for you? What was the thing?
No,
it may have piled up over time.
That's what I'm saying now. We worked together for 8 years.
Okay.
If you're in a relationship and it's not working, if it's not working, you move on. There must be a reason why it's not working. But then I don't feel like I should come to the press to come and tell you people that, oh, I'm a bedwetter and he doesn't like bedwetters or whatever. You can use that one as your headline. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Wait, I'm serious now. I can't. I'm serious, but I don't see the reason why I should come and say whatever. It's at the end of the day, it's him and myself that are going to have to sit down. Nobody knows any story. Any story that people have is crap. Any reason why people have in your head, none is correct. And for Christ's sake, Dr. Sid cannot break up Moyes. It doesn't make any sense. Even if you free the guy already, it doesn't make any sense. Get the man in the corner and laugh with him. He will tell you that it's impossible for Dr. Sid to break up Moyes. It's not possible. The way do you know how me and the band were? Like the way we were, it's impossible for somebody to actually come and break up this whatever. So it's actually me and him. Personally, he did not lie that I said we should cancel it or scatter. That's
You just never said the reason,
Well,
and you're not willing to say the reason.
He just never said the reason, and I am not going to say the reason ever.
Okay.
Well, they say never say never, but
Exactly.
for now, I cannot because
So
then.
even CIA classified documents, they usually after a certain year.
Yeah, maybe after certain years. But for now, it doesn't make sense because I don't even need you people to pity me. I don't want you people to be on my side. I don't want. Oh, okay. He said it's this reason. He said it's this reason. I actually just want us to just be okay and move. You understand? I wish him the best. He wished me the best. We'll move on. I'm how many years now? We're surviving. Everybody is surviving. So can we just leave it like that? It's not. It's okay. But people can still keep crucifying me for scattering the Moyes. listen. And they say I like money too much. Igbo man, he likes money. But I left a billion naira company. I said, let's scatter it. And in his statement, he said, I gave him all his catalog at the point that you're going to Europe. Oliver Twist was already blown in Europe. I know that royalties and shit is supposed to be coming in, but I still left without that shit.
That says a lot. Whatever the reason is for you to walk away from all that.
Load and left. I carried my load and left. I scattered the Mois, but I carried my load and left. We were living in the same house, but I may leave. Wow. So, when you will come and disturb me, I'll not be telling me on the internet that after you say, yeah, but that people are humble. I mean, you push you free me.
But you've done well for yourself. I mean,
all I want to do is sit down, make music.
Yes, now that's what you just.
All I want to do is sit down, make music, grow some artists, and we will all be happy. I'm here. I'm in Dallas. I'm supposed to be doing holiday. I'm still here making music. Zoom into my musical equipment. After I'll press piano. They say that's all I want to. That's what I want to do. Make music and go.
Okay.
Any other things can happen.
Okay. So obviously your first stint in Yankee, you and the band, wasn't as successful as we hoped. We had hoped it would be, right? Do you think? Because now you are returning.
It was really successful. It was successful to a point, but obviously we expected bigger.
You expected bigger. It was a lot more successful in the UK, that's for sure, than the US. But now, this is basically your second stint in the US with Tiwa now, and you know Jay-Z, Rock Nation, and all that. Do you think that there are some mistakes you made back then with with D'banj and Kanye that you will probably be fixing or you learn from now with Tiwa and Jay-Z again, but now with a different setup as Rock Nation?